Hello and welcome back to another popcorn chat. I hope you guys are doing well. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about The Menu, which I saw as the surprise film at London Film Festival 2022. I've told you guys previously that I'm not a fan of trailers because I think they give a lot of the film away. However, when the trailer for The Menu dropped a few weeks ago, I did watch it and I'll be honest and say I was quite intrigued by it. So when it was announced as the surprise film at the London Film Festival, I was pretty excited to check it out and get sort of an early access to seeing this film. So we follow this young couple, played by Nicholas Hoult and Anya Taylor-Joy, who go to this remote island with lots of other couples, and they are going to be treated to a really lavish meal cooked by this infamous chef, played by Ray Fiennes. However, everything kind of then spirals as the courses start to come out. So I think a lot of the film's positives come from the actor's performance. I think Nicholas Hoult does a really good job at playing this sort of very much idolising kind of character that really looks up to the chef, and he does it so well, and it's something different that I've not seen from him before. I think he's a very good actor. On top of that, I would say that Ray Fiennes also did an excellent job having this sort of domineering yet haunting kind of role within the restaurant, be it in the kitchen or when they're out eating and, serving the dishes. It has this sort of looming presence, whether it's over his staff or the customers eating in his restaurant. There's some very good cinematography in this film, some really nice shots. There's a particular moment right near the end that I won't spoil, but there's a really good overhead shot, and the way it sort of displays the characters in that moment is done in a very sort of satirical, dark humour kind of way, so I do like that. For the rest of the film, they are just sort of sitting down at the table, so you're a little bit more limited, but there's some really nice sort of food shots throughout, which you would expect in a film about fine dining. One of the main negatives for me was the film's sort of plot predictability. It wasn't necessarily new in terms of the themes and what it was trying to say, and in terms of social commentary. That was a little on the nose. Like, we've heard these sort of things said again and again, and the story beats, we kind of got where they were trying to go. It was only going to go down sort of one route really, so that was a little bit frustrating to see that they didn't do anything new with that element. That was my main criticism of the film. There definitely was parts where I wasn't clear on some characterization, on some backstory, which I think could have been, expanded upon. I didn't really get it. It was a very much like you had to work out yourself, and I didn't work it out. So I would have liked to have just had that explored and explained as well. When I watched the trailer, I thought this was going to be much more of a horror, and to be honest, I wouldn't really call this a horror. There are elements that are a bit violent, maybe a little bit gory, but generally I wouldn't really class this as a horror. And from what I remember of the trailer, that's how it was trying to depict the film. So I do think there's a little bit of sort of false, thematics from the trailer itself. I generally had a good time watching The Menu. There are a lot of people laughing, and that's from the satire and the social commentary throughout the film. There are some moments where people were sort of cringing and sort of like looking through their hands, a lot of wincing moments as well. So I think it balanced it pretty well. But it wasn't necessarily something new in terms of plots, and I've seen it done better in different films. So I'm not sure it has sort of rewatchability once you've watched it once. I don't think there's anything I could get out of it again on a second watch, but it's definitely worth checking out. If you liked the look of the trailer, I think you are going to like it still, but I just don't see myself going back to it again and again, but that's just me. So I'm going to give The Menu 3 out of 5. Hope you guys enjoyed my review of The Menu. I'm so happy I got to check it out a little bit earlier than anticipated. So if you're able to check it out at the festival, or you've seen it at a different festival, or are you excited for it, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to check those out. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with any other London Film Festival videos that are coming out on the channel very soon. You don't want to miss those. I'll see you guys very soon for another popcorn chat.